Students, when you go through the NCERT book, the first page itself, it talks about breathing and respiration, and then it also talks about the various respiratory organs in different animals which are found in the animal kingdom. So first we will be going through the according to the NCERT, these are the first things to discuss, and then we will move over to the topic of the human respiratory system. So when it comes to the process of respiration, we all know that there are steps in the process of respiration. The first step is the breathing, or breathing means exchange of gases, or what you call as the ventilation process. And then the second step you can consider is the external respiration. External respiration means at the surface. We all know the air which comes in through the nostrils reaches the lungs, and then inside the lungs there is a space which is called as the alveolar duct. So inside those alveoli, air is present. So alveolar air is supposed to perform exchange with the blood, and the blood is present in the pulmonary arteries. So you have done these things in the 10th class also. Pulmonary arteries will reach the lungs and will carry the carbon dioxide, and then it will branch into capillaries. So alveoli are in contact with the capillaries. Alveoli carry oxygen more, and carbon dioxide is more in the case of the capillaries. So exchange of the gases will occur with the help of diffusion. So one exchange occurs at the level of the respiratory surface, and the other level of exchange is the internal respiration, which occurs at the level of the tissues or the cells of the human body. And remember, these two exchanges are made possible because of the presence of a connective tissue which is called as blood. So now once the blood has got oxygenated because external respiration has occurred, now the blood vessels will carry the fresh blood, or you can say oxygen rich blood, back to the heart, and from heart it is pumped to the whole body. And now the whole body cells or tissues are going to exchange the gases at the level of, again, tissues or cell surface along with the capillaries. So capillaries are going to release their oxygen to the cells for respiration or aerobic respiration, and the cells will in return provide carbon dioxide into the blood because diffusion process will occur. How this exchange occur we'll be learning in the next class. So the steps of the components of the process of respiration are breathing. We'll be learning that in detail, that how we exchange, how do we cause this exchange of breathing to occur. When we say breathing, we mean to say breathe in and breathe out. That means inspiration or inspiration and inhalation, otherwise expiration and exhalation. So after breathing, external respiration, and then we have internal respiration, and both these respirations are connected with the help of the blood. Now breathing and respiration are somehow two different concepts. So let's understand first of all the minor difference between breathing and respiration. So breathing is a mechanical process, but respiration is a biochemical as well as a physical process. Breathing involves no enzymes at all, but there are enzymes involved in the process of the respiration. You can say otherwise, muscles are involved in breathing in the case of human physiology, and muscles are not involved in the process of the respiration. Then remember, breathing consumes energy, but there is energy released in the process of the respiration. Now why breathing consumes energy? Because you have to move the muscles. So to move the muscles, energy consumption will take place, and for this energy comes from respiration. So the fourth difference you can remember is that the breathing is a special body part is involved in the process of breathing. Like for example, lungs in the case of human, or you can say the rib cage, or you can say the thoracic cavity or thorax or chest is involved in the process of breathing. And for respiration, we all know every cell of human body, though there are some dead cells, that is obvious to understand, but otherwise what we can say, normally each and every body cell is supposed to respire for itself, dependent on itself. So every cell is involved in respiration, but in breathing only special part of body are involved. Now in the same manner, respiration is of two types. I just told you, internal respiration and external. So external is at the surface of the lungs and internal is at the level of the body cells. So let's understand. The internal respiration releases energy by burning glucose or burning respiratory substrate according to the plant physiology chapter. External respiration consumes the energy. Then the internal respiration, enzymes are involved in the process of internal respiration, because that glycolysis and Krebs cycle you have already learned in the plant physiology. So enzymes are involved here. External respiration, there is no involvement of enzymes. If you are confused with this, we'll be understanding this whole thing in detail. Third is, the internal respiration occurs at the level of the cells. So internal respiration involves cells, or you can say tissues. So you can say the extracellular fluid or tissue fluids are involved in the process of internal respiration. And external respiration occurs on the surface of the respiratory organ. Then fourth point you can learn is, during internal respiration, oxygen diffuses into the blood from air and carbon dioxide diffuses out from the blood into the air. But in the case of external respiration, oxygen diffuses from blood into the cells. Sorry for that, I think I wrote wrong opposite points here. The oxygen diffuses from the blood into the cells in the case of the internal respiration, and carbon dioxide diffuses from the cells into the blood in the case of internal respiration. And what happens in external? Oxygen diffuses into the blood from the air and carbon dioxide diffuses out from the blood into the air.